Alrighty guys, I wanted to make a different type of video today to get some stuff off of my chest that I've been feeling for a long time now about this anomaly that is League of Legends and its community. So I've been playing League since the beginning of Season 1, before Season 1, about 13 years now, when the game was still in beta. I was around back in the day when TSM wasn't hated and they were actually the biggest team back in the day. I've seen League change so much, and I can safely say that it has never been worse. I am not saying I'm quitting, so I want to talk about the reasons why I hate League of Legends. The first thing I want to talk about is Riot Games. There's so much wrong with this company that is just typical of any kind of company like that, where they always preach that they care about the community and they want things to be peach perfect, and in my eyes, from what I'm seeing, it's all bull. So they have this summoner's code which basically says don't do anything wrong or don't even look the wrong way at your teammates, don't flame them, and you know, in theory it all makes perfect sense, right? Don't flame, don't troll. The problem is no one listens to it, no streamers listen to it, no players listen to it, and they don't do anything about it, so therefore enforcing that the rules of the game literally don't matter. And you've heard other people say this, but it's been getting worse and worse and worse every year, consistently. Every season gets worse. There was a guy who inted 50 games in a row from Challenger down to the bottom, and it was on everyone's streams, and he couldn't even get a simple ban. Not to mention, Mordekaiser buffs that have been in the game for over 3 years have not been fixed. There's are bugs that have been in the game for years, so many years. The client is absolutely horrible. I'm not so sure the client team even exists, but if I tweet about that, Riot will DM me again telling me to take the tweet down. And there's just so much to Riot Games that is a complete failure, and I want to go into it a little bit more. So back in January, I believe, I started a rank climb series where I wanted to prove all the haters wrong, the people that spread lies and trash talk me when I've done nothing to them ever. But anyways, I wanted to prove all these haters wrong. So instead of making fun challenges and all this stuff, I dedicated 12 to 14 hours a day to work and play League all day, record every game, and we went from Diamond 4 to Grandmaster 600 LP, and at the time Challenger was just 2 wins away. But we went from Diamond 4 to almost Challenger in just 3 months. And through that time, as you'd imagine, maybe 20-30% of the time someone would give up and start trolling or just be a troll in general, or just start inting because they saw who I was. So I started spending $20 a week on name changes just so no one would see my name and start inting me just because they thought it was funny. And you guys all know how it is. League of Legends is the worst when it comes to the community, so I was getting inted and flamed all the time. Whether or not I did bad or not, doesn't really matter. Horrible human teammates are just another variable when you're trying to climb, you just ignore them. And then, on the day I thought I was gonna get Challenger, TSM Kaidu, the former mid laner, he actually just got benched luckily, GG idiot, was in my game. He was playing mid Vex, I was playing top Akali, I was fed, he was fed. I said I was gonna take blue buff, he apparently pinged me, I didn't see it. I took the blue like I said, he didn't say anything, and then he flashed in place, he ulted in place, he started running it down, he started inting me, he was flaming me, I was literally begging him. I tried leashing him the next blue, I was trying my hardest to win, just ignore the idiot, just ignore the douchebag troll. And then I ended up getting tilted off of that whole situation. I lost 8 games in a row. And yeah, after that, I took a break, decayed 300 LP, and life is good. I'm still making the rank series episodes, and now I'm doing challenges and actual fun videos again. But to summarize that whole TSM experience, I told Riot about it, I posted on Twitter how I was upset with the TSM guy. The entirety of the TSM organization ganged up on me, defended the guy who was inting and flaming me, and even Reddit was defending the TSM player for inting and griefing. So yeah, when it comes to League of Legends in the rank side of things, the people that are supposed to be the role models that get paid massive money to play the game are actually almost always horrible trolls that are toxic and just the worst. I think it's very telling when a pro player ints, flames, and trolls in solo queue and nothing happens. That really shows how little Riot cares about the community, and just they really just like to use the player base as pawns to just yoink money out of their wallets. And obviously there are a lot of good people that are streamers and there are a lot of good pro players, but I don't really know any giant streamers besides the Baus that is sane and a good person. And I'm not naming any names because I've learned my lesson. From a content creator perspective, you don't name any names. It's not about what you say, it's about who you say it to, so I ain't saying anything. But yeah, no one gets banned for trolling unless you type kill yourself or the N-word. There are very specific things that get you banned automatically, but it really appears as though you do not get banned for intentionally feeding or trolling. It's just not possible, and that wasn't always the case back in the day. Back in the day, you would actually get banned for being an ass or trolling or ruining people's time. I remember when Ludwig did his massive subathon, he played League for a little bit with his girlfriend and just died inside. He was dead inside because he was getting flamed, his girlfriend was getting flamed. And also, I know that Mr. Beast and his crew love League of Legends, yet they're never gonna make a video of it. They're never gonna stream it because the community is horrible. Riot is horrible. And actually, that kind of leads me to another point on content creation. So, you probably notice that 98% of League content is stream highlights or full game commentaries of a troll build. Maybe it's actually 90%, and then the 10 other percent is pro play. But that's besides the point. There's not much new and exciting to be had besides a new champion that gets people riled up and excited. As a content creator, I hate League of Legends because it is impossible to do anything creative and new. I spend hours and hours a week just trying to think of new ideas, but it's very hard. Even when I managed to get Practice Tool onto a 5v5 so I could do all of the sandbox things like 100% cooldown reduction, teleporting over the map, all this fun stuff, a week after I made my first video of it, Riot deleted my ability to do it, and when I asked Riot, they're like, oh, we didn't mean to. Like, fuck off. It just so happened that something that had been around for a few years just magically was deleted on accident. That's also a bummer. And that's also obviously a bummer as a YouTuber because I can only imagine, and I don't have to imagine, I can look at Nightblue and everyone's views on YouTube from back 5 years ago versus now. You can only do the same troll build so many times before it is literally the most boring thing possible. And honestly, it's just a giant shame because League of Legends was made as a copy from Dota, which was made as a custom game in Warcraft 3. So League of Legends was built off of a sandbox custom game mode, and yet we're not able to do any of that stuff. We can't do 5v5 Practice Tool, so we can't have any fun happening that way for videos or anything like that. And it really is no wonder why stream highlights and troll builds are the only thing that I ever see. Obviously there are more things, don't take it literally and cancel me please, but for the most part. And you know, maybe Mr. Beast or someone who really tries to make good gaming videos could come in and do something with League, and instead of League of Legends dying every year in the West, it could get bigger and people would have more fun. I mean, after all, Minecraft on YouTube exploded because of people modding and customizing the game to make really fun, unique video ideas. So to summarize the whole content creator part of it, it just feels like you might as well be a streamer, play League 10 hours a day, and send your footage to an editor because it's pretty much pointless to do anything else currently. Not to mention, Riot will only give content creator skins to people that don't even play League of Legends for promotions, yet people that have been around for decades and gotten hundreds of millions of views for the game, well, fuck them. They can have Emerald LPP skins. Oh, and then last thing about that, very cool to see Valorant streamers get the coolest weapon trophies. Yeah, Riot doesn't care about League of Legends. I'm not saying this to be dramatic. I don't think they care. I think this is what milks money to go into games they actually care about, and Arcane. And this is not a Riot Games hate post. Actually, it's the opposite. Arcane is literally the best show I've ever seen for an animation. Valorant is the best shooter game that I've ever seen. I don't really play shooters that much, but I know it's the most popular right now. League was the best game before they stopped caring, and everything they do is amazing. They're an amazing company, besides League of Legends. So in summary, the community is horrible. We all know that. The Balance team, I know a lot of people don't like them, but I think they do a pretty good job, all things considered. That's just my opinion, please don't cancel me. We should probably do something about the psychopathic streamers whose only personality trait is flaming and being toxic. Please give us Practice Tool in 5v5 or let us be able to do some fun content so we can actually have really good video ideas pop off. For the absolute final summary, I am not quitting the game. I'm just incredibly disappointed with Riot and League, and I wish I could do stuff to make fun videos that are more unique. It is really hard to be motivated to climb when I have a 20-minute queue into a last second dodge, into another 10-minute queue into the last minute dodge. There are literally times where I play one game per 2 hours, and I'm not even exaggerating. And then the cherry on top is once I get into the game, my jungler dies at level 3 and then instantly gives up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the League of Legends ranked experience in 2022. Please be sure to leave a like if you agree and want Riot to do something about all this nonsense, and comment down below your thoughts. Peace.